Hello there everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Alexis. So thank you for choosing to watch this video. This is Yoga for Adults, beginners version. So this is going to consist of about half an hour's yoga practice, followed by 20 minutes yoga nidra, deep relaxation. And it's suitable for adults primarily, probably without very much special needs, but it is open to people with special needs as well. But it is a beginner's version, first of a series of 3. And yes, we'll just go through these practices, very gentle, nothing too strenuous. So please do find a seated position and enjoy. If we can come to a standing position in a while, then that will be great, so don't get too comfortable just yet. So before we begin any movement, any physical exercises, why don't we just take a moment to settle into the body. So choose and find a seated position of your choice, whether that's sitting cross-legged in lotus pose or half lotus, easy pose. You could be kneeling, you could even be sat in a chair. So wherever you are, find that seated position of your choice and see if you can ease your way into even more comfort in this current position. So we are stationary in body, and the mind is going to become stationary as well. So as you settle your body, relaxing your shoulders, your jaw, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the body even more with an exhale, an elongated exhale perhaps, through the nose. And just relax the features on your face. And now, journey inwards just for a moment here. Notice what the mind is doing. So it's very natural for the mind to wander, so please don't worry if that's what's going on. Just see if you can bring your awareness to this very moment, here and now, noticing your breath, body, sensations in the body perhaps. Be aware what the mind is going through, how fast or slowly it might be moving. And then notice your heart, notice the quality of your heart and how you're feeling right now. And anything that we discover today is absolutely fine. It's not to be resisted or pushed away. It is what it is. Just allow it to be there as best you can. Whether that's turbulent thoughts, discomfort in the body, feelings. If there's any unpleasant sensations coming up for you, see if you can allow them to be as best you can. And equally, if there's any discomfort, or more comfort or pleasure, pleasant sensations or feelings, see if you can allow these to be there, just in the same way. You notice any unpleasant sensation. And then, my friends, we are going to use our voice to chant Om 3 times. So please allow yourself to elongate the Om for as long as you can. Okay? So don't feel you need to stop early or finish later. Just Om. Just allow your voice to express itself. And feel the vibration in the body. So really, really pay more awareness here. Just noticing where the Om is vibrating within you. So taking a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're just going to completely empty the lung capacity. So in together through the nose, and exhale all of the air out from the lungs through the nose again. And together we're going to Om. So breathing in. And again. Feel the sensations in the body, my friend. Allow the vibration to travel within you and settle. And now, as and when you're ready, we're going to come into a standing position just to do some shaking and tapping exercises. Okay everyone, so we're in a standing position now. And what we're going to do here, please play some music, by the way, if you want to do that. This part is it's an uplifting and energetic part, so feel free to pause if you want to put your favourite song on to have a bit of a jiggle and a dance. And if you're ready now, we're going to do some shaking exercises. So we are in a standing position, but don't worry if you're uncomfortable, you can sit in a chair and do this as well. But if we are standing, then we're going to bounce the knees as well as the hands. So we're shaking everything off. So we're bopping the arms down, we're feeling the joints in the elbows and the shoulders and the knees, maybe even the hips. You can feel the energy rocking, shaking your whole body. Shake the whole body. Then you can shake a little bit faster, not too fast, but a little bit faster if you like, or slower to feel the sensations, perhaps more mindfully, although this is a mindful practice, however we do it. Be aware of the sensations in your fingertips. Feel the fingertips. Imagine that you're flicking off anything you don't need. Shake, you can shake your arms out to the sides, up high. You can even come down low with your head and your back. And then come to stillness once again. Feel the breath. Notice how the heart might be pumping a little bit faster than before. These are all natural signs. Just listen to the body. And then if you want to keep your music going, that's okay. Practice in silence is also okay. So we're going to start to tap now, tapping different parts of the body. Again, this can be done from a seated position, don't worry. But if we are standing, then equally that's great. We're going to start to tap the right side of the chest, the right side of your rib cage and your chest, the abdomen, like so. And then the left side. And then the chest, tapping the chest up here. And then the back, upper back. the shoulder, right shoulder, coming all the way down the right arm now on the outside of the right arm, tapping the outside, coming down to the wrist, back of the hand, and clap. Now coming up the inside of the same arm now, the right arm, coming all the way up to the shoulder again, and left shoulder. Tapping your left shoulder, coming down the outside of the left arm, down to the forearm, the wrist, and the back of the hand, and then clap. And then coming up the inside of the left arm now, inside of the left arm, coming up the forearm, the inner elbow, the upper arm, and back to the shoulder, left shoulder. And then the belly, tapping the belly, nice and gentle. And then the hips and the waist. Now we're going to come down the outside of the legs, so coming all the way down to the calves and the shins, the ankles, the heels, and then the top of the feet, tapping the top of the feet. And then the inside of the legs, my friends, inside. Coming up the inside of the legs, all the way back up, and then take it to your lower back, the sacrum low back. So you can tap the top of the bottom, you can go a little bit higher, and then again, right side of the rib cage. Keep the music going if you're playing music, no worries if you're not. And then the left side of the rib cage. Keep it going, smile, and then the chest. And then the right shoulder, coming all the way down the right arm after the right shoulder, down the outside of the right arm, coming all the way down to the back of the hand, and then clap. And then up the inside of the right arm, all the way back up to the shoulder, right shoulder, and then the left shoulder. Then clapping down the left arm, all the way back down to the forearm, the wrist, the back of the hand, and then clap. Up the inside of the left arm, all the way back up, left shoulder, and then belly. Tapping the abdomen, the navel region, nice and delicate, and then coming to the hips and the waist, travelling down the outside of the legs, all the way down to the ankles, and then the top of the feet once more. Inside of the legs now, inside of the legs, ankles, calves, knees, and the upper legs, and then finishing with the lower back again. And then come back to stillness once more. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, both through the nose if possible. And have another one if you wish. Feel the stillness in your body, but also feel the movement whilst you're still, inside the body. Tingling sensations coming up and down the body. Notice that you stimulated your sympathetic and possibly parasympathetic nervous system as well. You're balancing out the energies within the body, getting that breath, that life force energy within you flowing. Just notice the benefits already. And then when you're ready, as you're ready, we're going to come back to a seated position, to carry on with our asana section of the session. Okay everybody, so we are now in a seated position once again. We've done some tapping and shaking and omming thus far, and a little bit of a meditation to start with. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit more soothed now, and now we're going to begin to practice yoga asana. So asana is postures or poses, and these are traditional yoga poses, and they're very accessible. Again, you can do all of them, I think, from the chair position. We are going to finish off with a couple of lying down positions, so just be aware of that. And yeah, we'll just see how we go. So I'm going to guide us through our seated and lying down postures. So if we can come to cross-legged, that's fine. Alternatively, come to a kneeling position. And again, if we are in a seat, then don't worry, these positions are adaptable from a chair seat position. I beg your pardon. So, taking a deep breath in, filling up those lungs once more. Just feel that energy, just feel that opportunity to fill the body up with energy. Notice you're doing it consciously. And then exhale all of the air from your lungs out through the nose, if possible. Okay, and just allow the body to settle, to feel comfortable in its current posture. And then we're going to begin our postures with a seated twist. Nice and easy, seated twist. So by doing this, we place one hand on the opposite knee, crossing over the midline. So I'm starting with my left hand on the right knee. And then we're going to place the right hand just behind the hip area. So as you can see from the side, it stops this from happening. So I place my hand just below that hip area, and I take a deep breath in just to elongate that spine a little bit more. And then as I exhale, I gently look over the shoulder or towards the shoulder, relaxing into this twist, everyone. So breathing deeply, you synchronize the breath with the movement here. So with each inhale, we elongate that spine a little bit more. And with each exhale, just seeing if you can relax any more. So we're not pushing to go over our shoulder or anything like that. We're relaxing. So the exhale is with a relax, and maybe by our relaxing effort, we can go a little bit further. Notice your left shoulder here. If it is your left hand on your right knee, notice that left shoulder, seeing if it's tense or tight, seeing if we can further relax this area of the body as we exhale into the twist. And then after about 3 or 4 breaths, we can come slowly back, perhaps on an inhalation. And exhale, stay here. And then on the other side. So if it was left hand on right knee, it's going to be right hand on left knee this time. So just taking that opposite hand to the other knee, crossing over that midline, and placing the other hand just below, just behind the hip. And elongating the spine on an inhalation. And as we exhale, going into that twist, just relaxing into it. So relax both shoulders. Make sure the back, particularly the lower and the mid back, are nice and straight. And just with each and every breath, progressively relaxing into this pose. So please don't feel you need to push into the posture. We're relaxing into it. Relaxing with each exhale and possibly going a little bit further. So if we're going further, it's with no force, it's just a relaxing into it. And then on your next inhalation, coming very slowly, gradually, gracefully back to center. And exhale, stay here. Beautiful. And then we are going to do a lateral bend. So we are bending to one side and then the other side. Okay? So we inhale and take both arms up high. Notice how your back is able to elongate by doing this. Drop the right hand down to the right side of the body. Exhale and come into the right side. So make sure we're keeping the back, neck and head in a nice straight line here. So the bend is happening from here. It's happening from the hip, and the pelvis is tilting. The pelvis isn't tilting, but the very, very lower spine is tilting from there. But we keep the back, neck and head nice and straight. And with each inhale, seeing if we can encourage that alignment in the upper body. And with each exhale, perhaps we can relax and go a little bit further. But please don't push anything. And then after about 3 breaths, we can come up on an inhalation, breathing in, and now bringing your right arm up to meet the left, lengthening both sides of the body. And then on our next exhale, we can place that left hand down to the left side and begin to come into the left side of the body. So inhaling to keep the body nice and straight, the upper body, so that's up, back, neck and head. And as we exhale, we can just relax, perhaps going a little bit further, but the aim is to relax. It's not to go all the way down to the ground or anything like that. The exhalation is to allow the body to relax. When the body relaxes, the body is able to move more. The muscles can move more. So when we force things and tense and tighten the body, the muscles become contracted. And this doesn't encourage us for movements or progression, really, in all of its aspects. On your next inhalation, come back up, bringing both arms up to sky, now feeling if the sides of the body are any different. And as you exhale, bringing both arms down. And now just take an inhalation here, maybe bringing the shoulders up towards the ears ever so gradually. And then exhale, release the shoulders all the way back down. Okay, now we're going to come into a forward fold. So be gentle with yourself here. If you can do this from a chair as well, obviously it will just look a little bit different, but the emphasis on the spine and the hips is still the same principle. So we're hinging from the hips as we fold forwards. And we elongate the spine as we inhale, lifting both arms up like before. And then exhale, you can bend your knees if you need, reaching the hands towards the feet. So if we're just on the ankles, that's fine. Just make sure that your shoulders are relaxed and your back is nice and straight, or as straight as possible. And exhale, relax. So these postures are designed to help us to relax into our body, feel more comfortable and at peace in our body. So if we are feeling any strain or pain or discomforts, then just come out of the posture very slowly, or just come back a little. Breathing deeply. Breathing deeply. After about 3 breaths of your forward fold, come slowly back out. And exhale, stay here. Okay, now we are going to come to some lying down postures. So we're going to come supine first, and then we're going to finish on our backs. So that will encourage us for Shavasana, our relaxing posture. But first, coming onto the belly, so coming all the way down, relaxing the body. And I'm just feeling that for a moment. I bet that feels nice for some of us. You can tilt the hips, rocking them from side to side, just to give that lower back and the hips a little massage. Feels really nice if we are in any kind of lower back pain. And then we are going to reach our arms all the way out. And then if you're ready for this, we're going to inhale and we're going to lift our arms up and our upper torso away from the mat for Superman or Superwoman pose. Okay, so inhaling, lifting the arms up high, keeping the shoulders plugged in so we're not stretching out too long. Breathing deeply, breathing out. And if you want to rest, you can take the arms down or alternatively stay lifted. On your next inhale, come up again. And if you want to take it even further, then you can lift the legs up away from the sky, away from the floor to the sky as well. Getting a nice stretch all the way through the body, inhaling to keep lifted. Exhale to relax or come up again on the next inhale. And then exhale, relax the legs and the arms and the head and the chest all the way down. Okay. And then coming onto our backs now. So our final few postures here. We're going to stretch the whole body out once again, this time on our backs, supine, stretching the fingers away from the toes and the toes away from the fingers. Apologies, I'm struggling to get my words out. Exhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Now here we flex the toes up towards the ceiling to allow the left leg to rest more deeply on the ground. And if we want to take it deeper, we can bring our head up, not leading with the shoulders, eventually coming up towards the knee. And we can relax the head back down, noticing the knee connecting with the right side of the abdomen, and then let it go. Now, once again, stretching the toes and the fingers away from one another. And then bringing the left knee into the chest. So the left knee is coming into the chest and flexing the toes up towards the ceiling. Allowing that right leg to rest against the ground. And if we want to take this stretch a little bit deeper, on an inhalation perhaps, coming up towards the knee with the head, working your way there. Relaxing the shoulders and the shoulder blades down towards the ground. And perhaps in time we can give that left knee a kiss. Coming all the way back down now with the head and the upper back. And then letting that left knee go out. Once more, hands, fingers, feet and toes all away from each other. Make a really long pencil shape out of the body. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug if you wish, and make circles with the legs, perhaps counter-clockwise or clockwise, and then turning it the other direction, the other way. And then we're going to go for a supine spinal twist. So we did a seated twist, now we're going to do the lying down version. So the hands and the arms come out towards the sides of the body, and we can inhale here, And exhale, slowly take the knees down to the left side and looking over the right shoulder or towards the right shoulder. Again, same principle here. Relax the body with each and every exhale. See if you can progressively relax with each exhale. And then after a couple of breaths of relaxing here, inhale, bringing the knees back up towards the chest, head comes up as well, and then we can take the legs on an exhale, the knees down to one side, the right side, taking the head over the opposite left shoulder. And then inhale to come up, knees and head come up towards the ceiling. Drop the feet to the ground, soles of the feet meet the ground in an arch-like position. It's also known as semi-supine. Alright, so our fingers can just about touch the heels here, and this is our final posture before Shavasana. So our heels are directly underneath the knees, and the heels are also aligned with the hips. Rest the palms of the hands down to the ground, and from here, on an inhalation, we're going to lift that lower back off of the ground, perhaps even the middle, and the upper back wants to come with it. So breathing deeply, keeping the hands and the arms parallel with each other to the sides of the body, resting them firmly on the ground, breathing deeply to encourage that lift and the extension in the spine. And then on your next exhale, releasing slowly the upper, mid and lower back down to the ground, and then sending both legs out long for complete supine, and relaxing the palms of the hands upwards by the sides of the body, relaxing here in corpse pose or Shavasana. And from here, my friends, we will journey into our relaxation together, Yoga Nidra. Please get ready, everyone, for Yoga Nidra now by lying the body down and, of course, ensuring that the environment that you're practicing in is calm and quiet, so perhaps closing blinds and curtains if there's a lot of light coming in, turning any unnecessary lights and equipment off so to assure that you won't be disturbed during this practice. And go ahead and get anything else you need so that you can really allow yourself to be thoroughly comfortable. So get any pillows, blankets, make sure that the surface that you're on is comfortable enough to support you both physically and mentally. And when you've got everything you need and your environment is how it needs to be, go ahead, lie the body down, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel your worries and your tension dropping away, closing the eyes and relaxing the mind to go inwards to Yoga Nidra. So as we journey inwards, perhaps you can take a moment to notice your surroundings. by simply tuning your awareness into the sense of sound. So listen out for the sounds around you, the sounds outside of the room. Can you hear sounds outside of you, outside of the building or the room that you're in? Perhaps you can hear the sounds of wildlife, of traffic, people. Without going so far as to identify the source, just noticing the sounds outside. And then perhaps drawing your awareness to sounds inside of the room. You might be able to hear machines working. You may hear objects moving. Anything that you can hear, just notice it. And then perhaps you can draw your awareness even closer to the sounds of your own body. Perhaps you can hear the sounds of your breath as it enters and leaves the body. You may be able to hear the sounds of your digestion, the stomach working hard to take in food. You may even be able to hear or feel the vibration of your heartbeat. And now, as we begin the practice of Yoga Nidra, I invite you here to set an intention for your practice. A resolve. This is called a sankalpa. And a sankalpa is a deep vow of truth. So as you state your deepest heart's desire in this moment, set it in the present tense as though it is already happening. And say this intention inwardly, perhaps beginning the sentence with I am, and say that sentence, express that sankalpa to yourself 3 times here and now. And now the practice of Yoga Nidra begins. So as you relax the body, I am going to invite you to bring your awareness to different parts of the body. This is known as the rotation of consciousness. So if you imagine that your awareness is coming up and down the body, this is the rotation of conscious awareness. And it is simply a practice of feeling and being. So we are no longer thinking and doing, we are simply feeling and being. So as you hear the body part named, simply bring your awareness to that body part and feel it relax. Starting with the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the hand, All fingers, thumb and hand together. Noticing right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, shin bone. Noticing right ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Whole right side of the body deeply relaxed. And now noticing left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the hand, all fingers, thumb and hand together. Noticing left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the waist, left hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, shin bone. Noticing left heel and ankle, sole of the left foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Whole of the left side of the body, deeply relaxed. And now bring your attention to the back side of the body, noticing heels, calves, back of both thighs, the back side connecting with the ground, melting into the ground. Noticing lower back, mid back, upper back. And noticing the back of your neck, back of the head, relaxing the back of your head, the whole back side of the body. And coming to the crown of your head and the sides of your head, and noticing right ear and left ear and both ears together. And coming to the front of the body, perhaps noticing to begin with the forehead and relaxing the forehead. Noticing right eyebrow and left eyebrow and the space between both eyebrows
noticing right eye, left eye, and both eyes together, and right nostril, left nostril, both nostrils together, and right cheek, left cheek, and resting both cheeks together, upper lip, lower lip, the tongue and sensations inside the mouth, and the chin, and the whole of the jawline, resting the whole of the face and all the muscles in and around the face, dropping all expression from the face. And now bringing awareness to the throat at the front of the neck, and coming down to the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, the center of the chest, and then noticing your abdomen, solar plexus, navel region, whole of the abdomen, noticing the pelvis, and noticing the front of the thighs, both kneecaps together, both shin bones together, and the tops of both feet together, whole front side of the body, deeply rested. Whole back side of the body, whole front side of the body, right side of the body, left side of the body, both hemispheres and both sides of the body. The whole body, the whole body, the whole body. One radiant, clear orb of sensation, deeply resting into the ground. And now noticing the quality of your breathing right now. Just bringing the awareness to the ordinary, natural flow of the breath coming in and out of the body. And as you notice the breath, notice the sensations of your body, notice the whole body involved in the experience of breathing. And just imagine for a moment that this breathing, this oxygenated energy, is circulating and permeating around your entire body and mind. And imagine further still that this energy that you are cultivating is not only permeating inside of your body, but it's permeating all around and outside of your body, enveloping your whole being with glorious, radiant, divine energy. And now, my friends, I invite you to come back to the sensations of your body, staying as still as you can be, as you bring to mind your Sankalpa again. Please state your Sankalpa once again 3 times here and now. And know that this seed is being planted deep within the depths of your heart. And letting that seed be planted. And slowly drawing your awareness out of your body, noticing that the body is in a room, and being aware of this room without yet opening the eyes, just knowing the experience and the sensation of being in the room, and noticing the sensation of being on the ground or the surface that's giving support to the body. And perhaps further noticing the sounds around you, around the room, perhaps sounds outside of the room. And then perhaps you can begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers, making small gestures to begin with the body, perhaps stretching out the body as you need to, stretching the legs and the arms, perhaps having a yawn. And then as and when you're ready, rolling onto the right side, rolling onto your right side, before coming up into a seated or kneeling position. And very gradually, in your own time, opening the eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is complete. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.